Hello, dear viewers, and welcome to a new episode of Business Insider. I'm your host, Mohammed Abdurrahim, and tonight we'll be talking about the efforts here in Egypt regarding the establishment of technological zones and infrastructure projects for the communication sector here in Egypt. And we are delighted to have with us here in the studio Dr. Hanaa Kaialy, and she is an information technology or IT expert. A very good evening to you.
Thank you.
Dr. Kaialy. Thank you for joining us. So let's start first by asking you, how do you assess the efforts indeed in the past few years here in Egypt and the state's vision regarding the establishment of technological zones and many infrastructure projects to serve the communication sector?
Look, here in last 6 years, during the presidency of President Sisi, we have achieved a lot of technology infrastructure all over Egypt, and for private or governmental sector, and we have been provided a lot of services digitally or remotely has been achieved during these 6 years for communication, information technology, in health, in education. We have a lot of sectors right now have been adopt technology in their sectors.
Okay, so you're satisfied with the state's efforts?
We need more, because you know all of the.
You never get enough. I mean,
technology gives you a lot of opportunity. It gives you all kind of solution that it can be provided for the people as a citizenship here in Egypt to be more flexible to produce or to take advantage of the digital. For example, license, driving license, all kind of paperwork, it can be done through the technology right now.
Right. Dr. Hanaa, we have many initiatives in the communication and IT sector. One of them is called Our Opportunity is Digital, launched by the Ministry of Communications and Information Technology in Egypt. What can you tell us about that?
This is a very good program right now. It's called Our Opportunity, or in Arabic, Fursatana. It's a very good program to adapt the technology in all over the sectors that we have in Egypt. The private, as I told you before, or governmental, to give the needed infrastructure to be adopted during the last 6 years, has been doing achievement to do what kind of digital improving during this area. And this Fursatuna, it's a very good program to give all kind of assessment or help or skills or trainee to be done through this program for Satuna.
Dr. Hanaa, I'm sure the COVID-19 pandemic or coronavirus pandemic helped speed up this
It's not only speed, it's improve that we can do a lot of things. We can do most of our work, not almost, but I mean, there is a lot of our work can be done remotely. So why not? I mean, as you mentioned, COVID improve that or prove that we can have our work from home as we are in office, and we can still provide the services for the citizenship instead of coming to our building or to take a long ride to go to the ministry or what kind of service you are looking for. Still, we are going to give them all the kind of service during the digital or information technology way.
There is an idea or a presumption, an assumption, and I want you to tell us if this is a correct or wrong assumption, is that when we go digital and when we delve more and more into the digital world, we are losing jobs. Is that a right or wrong assumption?
It's right and wrong. Look, when we lose a hand, working hand by hand, still we can employ some people to give us the technology. We'll work on mechanism of technology. Yes, we can shortcut some kind of hand worker, but still we are replacing them with the adapted technology, the skills of technology that would be working with the technology, not to be like before. For example, before we are writing all the paper for the governmental and to be archive in paper and all of these things has been, it should be, to be digital right now, like Alexandria Library. It's part of it,
right.
It's digital.
Right.
And we can preserve it for a longer time, and instead of paper that has been by time, it's going to be ruined. So yes, we can lose some of the hand, but we will replace them with the skills hand, doing with a kind of...
And the net result will be plus or minus in your estimation? I know
it will be more, because you are a skilled person.
Okay.
So if you are taking...
Yeah, that's the net result to the
you are talking about salary, right?
Yeah, to the salary or
yeah.
to the economy.
Yes.
But what about to the number of jobs?
Number of jobs is increasing, because we have already, for example, we training 100,000 young people to go for it, for the technology, to be skilled in the information technology.
So some are going to lose their jobs, but more people are going to
this job is not losing. It's already being replaced by the skilled people. So we are encouraging people to take the advantage of our programs, has been provide the training to be skilled in technology instead of losing your job, because you know, whenever you have to equip with the technology, you cannot stop doing it. And everybody right now have a mobile. They know how to do things in
even
internet.
the elderly generation.
Yes, so it's an opportunity to make yourself more skills instead of losing your job.
Okay.
But here in Egypt, we are still going slowly with this kind of, because we need more people to be skilled, so we can overcome the...
This is going to happen fast, I think, because we are, most of the overwhelming majority of our population are youth. So, I mean, it's going to happen very fast.
Yeah, right now we have a lot of program. For example, you have to pay by credit. And the country is providing right now an bank account, without any fees. So he can have a credit card or a debit card. So he can pay all the things by digital instead of money. So this kind of knowledge for the citizenship, the society, is going to be adopted by maybe slower than other countries, but there is a path for it.
Okay. Dr. Hanaa, dear viewers, allow us to watch a report about our main topic for tonight. We'll come back and continue our discussion.
The Ministry of Communications and Information Technology has achieved significant milestones in 2023 through the implementation of its Digital Egypt strategy. This comprehensive plan encompasses various aspects of the ICT sector and focuses on streamlining access to digital government services for citizens. Additionally, it aims to establish a robust digital infrastructure to ensure widespread internet access, facilitate job opportunities in the digital economy, promote entrepreneurship, support digital creativity, localize the electronics industry, and boost digital exports, thereby elevating Egypt's standing on the global ICT map. The ICT sector growth rate reached approximately 16.3% in the fiscal year 2022-2023, marking it as the highest growing sector in the country for 5 consecutive years. In the current fiscal year, the ICT sector garnered revenues of £315 billion, exhibiting a growth rate of about 75%. Egypt ascended to the third rank globally in the Cross-Border Outsourcing Services Trust Index 2023, a significant leap from 11th place in just 1 year. Furthermore, Egypt leads the African continent in the average fixed internet speed, boasting an impressive average speed of 64.5 Mbps as of last November. The outsourcing industry and independent professional sector experienced notable development. Notably, digital exports surged to $6.2 billion in 2023, marking a 26% growth from $4.9 billion in 2022. Moreover, Egypt signed agreements for the software industry and a consortium representing Synopsys and Cyvision. As a part of a plan aiming at establishing Creative Innovation Hub in each governorate, 9 Creative Innovation Centers were established in the governorates of Giza, Beni Suef, New Valley, Alexandria, Knowledge City in the new administrative capital, North Sinai, Port Said, Fayoum and Qalyubia, bringing the total to 20 centers. The Digital Egypt Buds initiative, launched in 2023, aims to develop technological skills for students from the 4th to 6th grade. Moreover, Egyptian Space Agency has recently announced the successful launch of the remote sensing Misr-Sat-2 satellite that was assembled and tested in Egypt from the Taiwan Satellite Launch Center in China's Taiwan.
All right, welcome back. Thank you, dear viewers, for staying with us here on Business Insider with Dr. Hanaa Kaialy, the IT expert. Dr. Hanaa, the Ministry of Communications and Information Technology plans to involve small and medium-sized enterprises in the digital transformation efforts outlined in Egypt's Vision 2030. Right. So we are going to involve SMEs here. Right. Talk to us about this mammoth idea and project.
Okay, this program has been as a partnership with Amazon. It gives the training, give all the expertise to give for the small business or even the minor small business, give them all the kind of strategy, how they can do the e-commerce, how make the business online, all kind of this kind of training. They are going to improve it by time and give all the support to go on with this kind of job.
Yeah. We're talking here about the necessity of technology involvement in the economy, and there is some term here called knowledge economy. We hear it a lot. Right. What can you tell us about this term?
Whenever you are thinking about making a business, how we are going to do business, and right now all days we are going to go for the location, and then we can have a study for money-wise. Right now you cannot do only the old way. We have to improve the e-commerce, so how we can establish the company or what a kind of service or product you are going to sell by technology still. Part of it has to be through the digital or social media. You have to have the study or the length or the path parallel with the location, of course, but still there is a kind of part of digital. So you cannot right now to be very successful only by location. You have to announce by yourself to do the service by technology. You can order online. You can have it through whatever platform it's available around you. Easily payment instead of cash. You can pay online. You can order online. All of this feature make the business e-commerce more available for the people.
New terms also that we hear about these days is we want equity in everything, including in the distribution of technology or technological services. What can you tell us about that? Especially, it is a goal of the United Nations and a sustainable development goal, but about these efforts here in Egypt to have the services technological services distributed across the
First of all,
country?
we have the first step, infrastructure. We need a lot of infrastructure to be done through public, governmental, private, whatever is the sector we are going to deal with, to have a very good network. And right now we have, as you know, the cloud business or the cloud internet. So we can do all kind of without fiber or wires. So we can, still we need to improve our internet. We can go for the 5G very soon. So we are going to provide more services for the public and to network for all the sectors to be involved in one circle of technology. Whenever you are going there, you have your own data. License, you have your own data. You don't have to improve by paper anymore. So all the things is already done. Just go and print it.
Just how much of, I know this is a difficult question, but you're an expert in this field, so would like to hear your view. How much of the infrastructure that we need for technology and communication here in Egypt have we achieved?
It's hard to tell because, you know, we have an old buildings, an old area.
I like the answer, by the way. It's hard to tell, yeah.
It's hard to tell because, you know, we are right now moving for the new capital. The new capital has been established as a new technology there and offering all the kind of technology, and the infrastructure has been done through the perfect and the high level of technology. But right now we have a part of it. It is in old area. Even the employee not yet been trained to adapt the technology. So I cannot say 40%, 60%, but I mean we are optimistic that we are going to do it more faster than before because we really need it, and the people already willing and
so there is enough awareness?
Yes, even the you know the low class of people right now the poor people classes, even they are already know that I need to have a credit card. Yeah, we need to go for example for the the charity or whatever. They have already done the things by card, so they already adapt and the knowledge that we can do this by card, for example. So there is awareness in the even the low classer. So yes, we are
economically, of course.
Economically, yeah.
So, Dr. Hanaa, our opportunity is digital. Again, I'm going back to that initiative. Is supervised by ITDA, which is the Information Technology Industry Development Agency. Again, this is proof that technology is there everywhere, including in the industrial sector. Talk to us about the importance of technology in the industrial sector in specific.
So look here, the communication sector, or the communication and the ITDA, it's supervising for the digital and the information technology service has been through this agency. Make all the kind of develop or support all the sector need from the infrastructure, the kind of worker or skilled worker to give them the help and for the first boost. Of course, they have offer some kind of training for the employee that has been to be replaced with the skilled people. So in the commerce, you will not find it very easily to be noticed. So during with the growth and depend on the technology, you will see it later on. But there is a huge step we have done through this kind of business.
Since the artificial intelligence or AI is again one of the most repeated terminologies today, I must ask you about Egypt's status in this field, in your view as an expert.
We have done the program. It's called, beside the Forsatuna, there is a Tech for Life. We are training, as I told you before in the beginning, 100,000 young people.
That's a big number.
Yeah, and to be available to work remotely, globally. You know, right now, India is very...
it exports the minds, it exports technology.
Yeah, they are already in very crowded place in India, and they are doing billion because they are giving a service remotely. So why not Egypt as well to be like this kind of technology and to be exported to outside or to give the business to our young people and to do it here in Egypt. So this kind of vision, we are going through it.
Okay. And Dr. Hanaa, what is the estimated value of the work opportunities offered to SMEs as part of the digital transformation projects launched by platforms here in Egypt?
We have like 33,000 or less or more opportunity or path or kind of projects offering the people to come in, to sign in, and to take the advantage of this kind of projects, and to give them all the support, to give them all the kind of technology they need, and all kind of even with a free training as well. It's not payment. I mean, I'm not looking for to take money and to gain money from it. No, we are going to provide a free training for these people under the name of our future, or our mustaqbaluna in Arabic.
Okay. And now, what is the primary goal of this initiative, after all, in relation to SMEs, small and medium-sized IT, specifically IT enterprises?
So you know, I mean, instead of right now hustling with the kind of paperwork, the locations, and instead of making a lot of money to invest in a place, you invest in technology. You will be very widely known, and instead of only in your area, for example, Cairo only, or your neighborhood, whatever it is, you can be widely known. And you know, there is one kind of successful woman in Saudi Arabia. I have seen this report yesterday. She is making only the sweet, very traditional sweet. She can be very popular and to be in UNESCO. And she is right now a very big successful woman in her area. So why not to be as well? We have handicraft, perfect handicraft in Egypt, and we have a lot of, as well, successful women in kind of things. But we need to be wild, so we can have globally to know our product. And instead of only in Egypt we are using, or the tourist is coming only to take the advantage of it. No, we need to provide it online. So this is kind of a vision, or the you know, the statement of the technology. It takes a lot of possibilities. So whenever you are doing in your life, still you can take another idea. So it's never going to stop. It's like whenever is needed. So right now you are in TV. So later on you can be in another platform. Right. So this is what kind of, even in your job, you can have it in different platform. This is a spirit in...
the revolution of technology.
Yeah.
A continuous revolution. So you talked to us about the 5G, just
yes. Right now they have 6G, but not yet. We have, yes, in Japan they already invented the 6G, but we are looking for the 5G right now.
Most of the world is at 4?
Asking for 4. By China is 5G.
Okay. So how?
And we are already adopted 5G in the new capital.
Okay.
So we are.
So how is 5G different
5G
from 4G?
is artificial.
And how is 6G?
6G is
how does
scary.
6G look? Yeah, exactly.
6G
I was going to say
scary.
5G is scary for me.
5G is completely, you are not doing anything, just like all the kind of information is around you. So like you see it's a science fiction movie, so you can look for the one person and you have all data, age, his sickness, his where he's living, the license number, all in the air. So whenever is
that's not good. That's not good. Really.
So I mean,
where's the privacy?
No, there is no privacy anymore, because you know, even in the crime. So the detective of your face, it can be, and then you can take it as a
yeah, but
instead of going through.
But we want to have Mr. Colombo again. I mean, but this would deprive us.
Colombo, it will be robot.
Yeah, this would deprive us of geniuses like Mr. Colombo. I mean, the world is not going to be the same.
No. We are going for more artificial skills, more artificial output, and we have to deal with it. So more you can go back, you are going to lose more. So you have to adapt and equipped with this.
Yeah, I mean, I always hear, for instance, about unmanned cars or unpiloted cars. I mean, cars without drivers.
Yes.
But I ask myself, so what? I mean, I'm the person who wants to move from point A to point B. So I have this
opportunity.
Car, yeah, this car.
You know, this is a kind of opportunity of disabled, for example.
Oh, okay.
This is very good one.
People with special abilities. Yes, for
if
sure.
you are not, if you are not free to take your children for somewhere. For example, for school. So this
you
kind
can just automate.
Yes, automated, and maybe with a teenager, older, he can be there and to be safely driving to the school. I mean, there is some kind of advantage to be driving. For example, like we like to autocross when you are driving, and you have some time to relax. To take advantage to drink something, to eat something, and the car is moving. But with the people they are controlling, we cannot accept that.
Yeah,
because there are some people they would like to control the
many of us wouldn't feel safe to leave, at the beginning at least, to leave their children, for instance.
It's safe because it has the traffic, the distance, all kind of the measurement of safety, it's there. But I mean, the human still not yet equipped for the idea to be driven by nobody. But you know, the train here in Manorwell, in Egypt.
And airplanes as well.
Manorwell here is starting without driving. In Dubai as well, they have the train without any driver.
Okay, so don't tell the riders then. Because if you tell them, they might be scared. So just put somebody as a decoy.
There is one. There is one as a security.
Okay.
So it's as a security.
Because that person, he or she,
for emergency,
would give confidence.
No, it's for emergency. For emergency, whatever is needed there. There is a pilot. But I mean, but you cannot.
It's an amazing world, this world of technology, but you have to agree with me that you don't have to, but
no, I will.
I think you will agree with me that no matter how the revolution advances, and we would have it 13G or 76G, you would still have some people who are resistant to this, who just human nature just.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, some people by nature.
By nature, that's right. I mean, that's why we are, somehow we need to approach them with smoothly need. Whatever it's the minimum need of them, we have to provide it. Even if they are resistant for the bigger one. For example, I don't like to be with a driven car. So, okay, don't go for it, but at least go with the electric car.
Okay.
So instead of gas. So please provide the environmental eco, so we can be friendly more. So we can.
I like this tone, the conciliatory tone, if I may say, by an IT. expert, because you should be rooting for IT all the time, so you should be, everybody has to adapt. So I'm glad that you're saying this. We have to take, because we are humans after all.
Of course, we have a different...
and by the way, some of us would like to go back to old times.
Yeah, I am one of them. I like 50s. But I mean, still, it's much easier right now. With the technology, give us a lot of advantage.
It's nice to have both worlds.
Yes, why not? Why not? I mean, even the education right now is much easier than before.
And it's a necessity at times.
Yes.
Like what happened,
especially
with
in education in COVID.
Pandemic, if there's
I mean, it was a crisis. How we are going to provide education for the people, for the student during this kind of lockdown? So one of the challenge that has been done through these 2 years, and we have done a lot of success, especially in Egypt, in university, and some kind of private schools. And right now we are adopting the technology with the private and the public schools to provide some kind of technology in any kind of crisis or whatever it is. There is a virtual school to be available for the student. This is kind of advantage.
Absolutely. Dr. Hanaa, there is an initiative, or a grant actually, called Our Future is Digital.
Yes.
And that's a grant launched by the Ministry of Communications and IT through ITDA. Talk to us about that grant.
This is providing all the, as we said before, to give all the provide service and develop all the needed for the companies, for small enterprise, for the micro enterprise, and to give the chance for the people to take all the kind of success of technology, the skilled worker, to have the kind of e-commerce or whatever is marketing you are going for. You will have all the support through this program.
What are the challenges facing? Infrastructure.
And of course the skills people. I mean, we are looking for more. Right now we have a lot of university for technology, we have school for technology, and we are adapting a lot of training for students and the young people, or even the older if they are willing for. So it's somehow it's going to provide it for the people, so we can have more to make it easier for the other community.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Would you like to have a closing statement here? What's your vision for the future here in Egypt when it comes to technology and IT? What are your hopes? Are we moving fast enough?
Yeah, you know, we are. I'm especially looking for more good infrastructure for all school, for example. I like to have access for the student to be access anywhere, not to have only, for example, to salute the crowded in the class. Why not to have a virtual school? And instead of making 2 times, evening and in the morning, so why not to take the advantage?
We'll be saving a lot. Saving a lot of energy.
And we have tried already, and it's successful in COVID. So why not? Why not to have this kind of solution? And I hope the Ministry of Education listen to this kind of ideas, and instead of making the school as only walls or desk. No, we need to more, like we have done in the COVID. Let's have a chance to take the digital for even with the areas that already have a good infrastructure. And why not?
It's a great example of how a crisis can turn out to be an opportunity.
Yes,
yes.
This is what I'm looking for example for education, because education is the step 1 for everything later on.
Absolutely. On behalf of you, dear viewers, we thank very much our dear guests with us here in the studio, Dr. Hanaa Kaialy, the IT expert. It's been a great pleasure having you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you, dear viewers, for watching Business Insider. Please stay with 9 TV International.